So, you've decided to give some of your hard-earned money to Wizards of the Coast, but you don't quite know how to use it effectively on Magic Arena. In this video, I'm going to try to give you some tips. Alright, let's start off with the number one tip for spending money on Magic Arena, and that is to not spend money on Magic Arena. I think you can enjoy the game free to play. It does put you at a disadvantage, and it does take time to build up a very competitive collection of cards. That being said, there are budget options that will allow you to enjoy the game. If you are very new to the game and you're not trying to grind out to Mythic every season, you just enjoy the game for what it is. You know, play down in the lower ranks, learn the game, learn the ins and outs of how decks work, search for budget options, and go from there, and gradually build up your collection. Search for decks that appeal to you, and maybe write down some notes or make some notes about decks that your opponents are playing that you want to work towards. I have friends who definitely play this game free to play, and they are reaching Mythic each season without spending really anything. It can be done. However, if you do want to accelerate your collection, you do want to give money to Wizards of the Coast, of course, it's your right to do so. I do it as well. But there are better ways to go about it than others. So let's start off with the actual number one tip. Many people, when you search online, you are going to find that they recommend drafting. And drafting is going to be probably the best way for you to end up pushing your money as far as you possibly can go. When you draft, you are going to be getting the cards from the draft that you get from your collection, and then you are also going to be getting rewards based on how well you do. So if you scrub out, you go 0-3, you are still getting 4 packs and 50 gems. Keep in mind that that cost you 1,500 gems. 8 packs or 4 packs would cost you 800, so you've lost half your money. The problem with draft is that some people don't enjoy it, myself included. It's fine, I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite way to play the game. The other part about draft is, well, if you're not good at it and you end up going 0-3, 0-1-3, and so forth, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience for you. But it is a nice way to play the game. You do get familiar with the decks and all the cards that are in each set, and over time you are going to become a better drafter. So if you are interested in building a collection and you like the idea of drafting, well, it is a pretty good way to go about this, and you can, in theory, start to go infinite. If you are able to hit 5 wins, you get all of your gems back. So you have gained 7 packs and 100 gems for free if you are able to keep a very good positive win rate. Now, a lot of people can't do that, but good drafters are able to do it. And there are lots of different drafts that are always popping up. You can do, of course, the Final Fantasy drafts. You can do the old ones, the Premier Draft, which is Ravnica Allegiances this time, and so forth. So drafting is a good way to, of course, go about this whole situation. The next thing, if you want to spend some money, the Mastery Pass. And with most online games, the Mastery Pass is going to be the thing that has the best overall value. It's the thing that the company wants to hook you with so that you're coming back and spending this money in the case of Magic the Gathering, every 2 to 3 months. I guess it's going to be every 2 months now because we're getting a ton of sets next set. Of course, everybody gets the free track, so everybody's going to be getting at least some number of packs by doing this free track. But then if you do decide to go with the premium pack or premium pass, you do get extra cosmetics, which mean nothing to some people, which means everything to some people. You're going to get additional packs from the new set. You're also going to get old packs that help you out with previous collection. You do get 1 draft token. It's quite valuable. I don't think this is included in every Mastery Pass, but I'm pretty sure most of them do have this. So it does have some value. Even if you go 0-3, it's still worth 4 packs in the end. And then you do get gold along the way. Gold and, in fact, gems. So at the end of the day, this is a pretty good way to spend a little bit of money, but it is slow. You can't really control what you're getting, and you are limited to a pretty low payout in the end. How much does the Mastery Pass cost? Well, the Mastery Pass, I believe, is 3,400 gems. So if you are buying the Mastery Pass after the fact for the regular price, 3,400 gems is going to run you $19.99 USD. You do get more value than $20 according to what they valued all of these things on Arena. It's still $20. $20 could go a long way for a lot of other things, but I think for the most part, the Mastery Pass is a good thing to buy. Now, if you are preparing to play the game, you're committed to the game, and you know that you want to get the Mastery Pass, the real thing that you should be doing is buying this, the Pass Bundle. The Pass Bundle gives you the card style for a random card, not a random card, but one of the cards from the set. In the case of this one, it's going to be Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. It also gives you a card sleeve. Maybe some people like these sleeves. I tend not to use them, but some people do like them. But the Parallax card for this and one of these cards is pretty nice. But most importantly, you are getting the bundle for $14.99 instead of $19.99. So why wouldn't you do it? If you're committed to playing it and you want to buy the Mastery Pass, this is a good thing to do. Next up, if you are looking to spend even more money, you should look into the one-time purchase bundles. Now, I actually haven't purchased either of these, but I have been thinking about buying them. So that's what actually sparked Bundle this whole video. I was just going to go ahead and buy this, and then I thought, well, maybe before buying it, I should make a video about it. There are other one-time purchases, first player purchases, or welcome pack, beginner bundles. If you have those available in the store, those tend to provide pretty good value overall. As far as these two that are available to me today, well, it's $25,000, not $25,000, $25. That is doesn't matter. $25 USD, it's going to get you 1,500 gems. 1,500 gems is equivalent to $9.99. The other money that you are getting, or the other things that you're getting out of this bundle, is the 4 mythic wildcards and 4 rare wildcards. In the end, this ends up being a pretty good value. I got the number. Whoa, sorry, scrolling over here. Ignore that. This ends up being pretty good value. The rare wildcards, if you buy them from the bundle, end up being equal to $10, and then the mythics would be equal to $20. So in the end, you are getting about $40 worth of value out of this $25, and you are also getting Slimefoot. Again, still, is $25. That's a lot of money. Being smart with your money and not spending them on digital assets is maybe the best way to go about things, but it's not a bad way to get 4 mythic, 4 rare wildcards, and you do get some gems. The Planeswalker bundle over here is, I'm a little bit I'm not sure how I feel about this one. So you get 6,500 gems. 6,500 gems is equal to, I don't know, about $40, I guess. And then you end up getting 4 draft tokens. And the draft tokens are worth about $10 each. So in the end, this bundle gets you about $80 worth of value, but they are draft tokens, so if you are a person that doesn't necessarily enjoy draft, this might not be the best way to go about it. You also get the Hippo Feldegriff avatar, which is pretty neat. Some people like that, and then the Chatterfang sleeve. I don't know if I can click on it. It looks okay. I should be playing this with the squirrels. Anyways, these are not bad, and if you see one-time purchase bundles popping up, those tend to be decent ways to spend your money on any kind of online game, if you are so inclined to do so. The next way that you might spend your money is by looking for the set bundle releases. Now, this one, it looks good. Wow, $50, 50 Edge of Eternity packs, 5 gold packs, and then you get the card style and a sleeve. The card style and the sleeve, it is whatever. The 50 Eternity packs, Edge of Eternities packs, is essentially $50. You are not really getting any extra value. And you might say, oh, you're getting the 5 extra gold packs. Yeah, but if you just bought 50 gold packs over here, you would also get 5 gold. Yes, if you bought 50 regular packs over here, you get 5 fills of the gold pack, so you would get those anyways. So I don't know, I don't think the gold packs are in addition to other gold packs for the other 50. I think it's just you get 50 and the 5. So in the end, this bundle is not super valuable. It's kind of just like on par. However, the play bundle is pretty decent. Over here, it is $25. You do get 2 player draft tokens. Player draft tokens, I believe, are a little different from these ones. They are specific to one type of draft. Still, the value is okay. And then you get one sealed token, which I think is also a pretty decent value. I don't know if, did I write down what these end up being? I thought I did. Play bundle. Yeah, so it seems like the equivalent of the player draft tokens are about $20, and then the sealed token is about $10. So you're getting about $30 worth of value, but it's all in drafting. So unless you want this admittedly kind of cool pet, if you want this pet, this is not really going to do too much. You do also get the play-in points. Play-in points are for qualifiers if you're going that far, but I think if you're a new player, probably this is not something that's very valuable to you in the end. So we've gone over a couple of things. You can draft, you can do the mastery pass, you can buy these one-time bundles. Let's say you still want to spend money and these things you've done them or they're not that appealing to you. What's the next way to do things? Well, the last way is just to simply buy packs. Now, packs are 200 gems each or 1,000 gold each. You could buy the mythics, but I recommend just stick with the regular packs. Every time you buy 10 of these packs, you are filling this ticker, and for every... I just said don't buy mythic pack. I've been trying to buy mythic packs for Aether Drift, so I'm going to buy one of these just for the sake of opening it. I want to get these Gear Hulks. Every time you open one of these packs, you do fill this ticker up here. So every 10 packs are going to get you a gold booster, and every 6 packs are going to get you a rare wildcard, or if you open 25 packs, you get a mythic wildcard or something. So it keeps going around. Sometimes it's rare, sometimes it's mythic. Most of the time it's rare. I don't know what the breakdown is. Probably like 1 to 4, something like that. What do I get? Radiant Lotus. I don't want that. Huh. Just wasted 1,300 gold on that. Well, look at me. Foolish. Packs are a way to go if you want to spend your money, but I would highly recommend that you are buying standard and alchemy packs because there is some value to this gold pack, and it is kind of fun to open packs. Now, what packs should you buy? Yeah, standard and alchemy packs, standard packs. Don't buy alchemy packs. Stay away from. You don't need these. Just get the regular ones. Unless you're playing alchemy, I don't know. I don't want to judge you. You might be playing alchemy. You can do that. But which of these packs should you buy? The recommendation I have for you is if you have an idea of what deck you want to build, maybe you've bookmarked some decks, you've saved some decks, you've imported some decks, and you kind of go over here and you take a look at what's a deck that I'm missing a good number of cards in. Probably this one. You look in here, it's a bad example because you can't actually open this one, but you kind of look around and maybe you see, oh, this is Aether Drift, maybe you have another card that's from Aether Drift. If you see some overlap in the cards that you want or the decks that you want to build, you can go that approach. Odds are you're not going to see good overlap because what ends up happening is you get one card from one set, here's a Foundations card. I need Foundations, but I also need this rotating set. I don't know what it's called, but it's a rotating set. It's March of the Machines, maybe, something like that. What else do I need? What's the other rares? Deadly Cover-Up. It's in Murders at Karlov Manor. I am learning the set symbols. It's a little bit hard. But see, all my rares that I need to open for this set or for this deck are over 3 different sets. So what do? Do you buy 10 from Murders at Karlov Manor and 10 from Aether Drift and 10 from whatever else? Do you do like that, or do you just try to mass buy one set? Well, if you don't see much overlap, the next best approach, and probably the primary approach, is look at the lands that are being used in the format. So up until this point, the pain lands and the fast lands were pretty good lands to get. The pain lands or the fast lands, I don't know what set. I'm going to screw this part up. I think they were from... The pain lands were from Phyrexia. We'll go with this one because I know that they're in here. So if you are able to take a look at the set and you see, okay, wow, the pain lands are in here. A lot of decks are using these pain lands. Well, maybe I should just open the sets that have the biggest portion of popular lands, because lands tend to be useful in every single deck. When you are importing decks from websites, you're net decking a little bit, you're going to find that rare lands are where most of your crafting is going to be found. They have the best value, so that's what I would recommend doing. Hey, can you tell what kind of player I am by looking at this? 44440. Poor Rakdos. Sorry, Rakdos. So, yes, if you're going to be buying packs, look for overlap, then look for the best rare land collections. Now, do not buy fast lands, do not buy pain lands right now. You do not want those because they are disappearing from standard in a few days, at the start of August. What you probably should be doing is waiting for Edge of Eternities, because if you are a new player, Edge of Eternities is going to have shock lands. The shock lands are going to be absolutely crucial to your collection. They are some of the best lands that you can craft and use in this game. They are going to be used in basically every deck that is multicolor in standard for the next 2 to 3 years, whatever the latest rotation is. So hold out for now. If you are super eager to buy something though right now, what set had cool lands? What recent set had cool lands? Final Fantasy did not. Tarkir Storm had some okay ones. Oh my god, what? Duskmourn, I think, is going to be the only ones that I'm looking for. These Verge lands are probably going to become playable lands. Oh, you could go after the towns in Final Fantasy. The starting town is pretty good, but I think it's only starting town that you want. In the case of these lands, all of these are good from Duskmourn. Duskmourn is just a crazy set. Actually, you know what? If you want a recommendation for something, open Duskmourn. Duskmourn has all of the... it's just a crazy set. You're going to get, I know I'm going mythic, all of the overlords are in this. Screaming Nemesis is in this set. And then Kaido, super powerful card. I'm sure he's going to continue to see play. In the rares, you have very important cards like the enduring cards. All of the enduring cards, not all of them, most of the enduring cards are very powerful. Split Up is going to probably be a very good contender card. Very powerful cards like Unstoppable Slasher on Holy Eyes. This set is just cracked. I don't know if you're missing out. Yeah, if you're thinking about opening packs, just open Duskmourn, House of Horror. It's such a good set. Bloomborrow is also a very good set. It has a lot of very good cards that I think are going to continue to see play. So that is the recommendation. Now there is one more thing. If you are still looking to spend money and you may be tempted by these two down here, this is the worst value that is available to us on Magic Arena. But it's not completely out of question. It all depends on what kind of player you are. If you are the type of player who is very happy crafting a single deck, let's say when Bloomburrow came out, you crafted rabbits, and you're just like, I'm good. Rabbits are great. I'm going to play rabbits for the foreseeable future, and you legitimately stick with that deck and you only play rabbits. And if when you were crafting that deck, you only needed 4 rare wildcards or something like that, then it's probably fine to buy this for $10, craft your one deck, and stick with it. However, I really doubt that most of us are like that. I think most of us end up jumping around. We see the meta switching. We see new decks popping up that look interesting. We want to try new stuff. In that case, it is just better to be buying your packs, getting the ticker going around 6 times, getting the rare gold pack, rather, and getting rare wildcards through those means. That is going to end up being better. $2.50 per rare wildcard and $5 per mythic wildcard is way overcosted when you look at the value of a rare wildcard or a mythic wildcard when you are opening packs and getting all those extra benefits. So in the end, these are for very niche players that are going to stick with one deck and really just need a few things. For the majority of us, I think you want to stay away from both of these. So those are my recommendations for spending money on Magic Arena. It's not great, but nowadays I've actually kind of found myself not hating the economy on Arena as much as I hate other games economies, and I'm saying that as a person who's been hurt by Marvel Snap most recently, that game has jumped the shark with a lot of their stuff and have just actively made the game worse. Whereas I think Arena has at least made some changes, like the duplicate protection and whatnot, have kind of helped with some things. Also, when they release, these things, don't buy these are trash, by the way. They are just not worth this many gems. The cards that you get in them are whatever. But what cool thing does come out of them is sometimes they downshift some cards, so cards that would have been rares before suddenly become uncommons or that. So there are things that do end up happening in this game that make it a little bit better for crafting, for acquiring these cards. But it is still expensive at the end of the day. In the end, be careful with your money. I think just try to enjoy the game. If you can just stick to buying the Battle Pass, the Mastery Pass, whatever it's called, and doing the odd draft here and there, that's going to be the best way to approach this game. Don't get addicted to buying this and crafting every single deck like some guys. That's it for this one. Please, in the comments, leave some suggestions for other new players, how they should spend their money. If I missed something or if I had a misconception about something, please do let me know so I can pin that comment in the bottom. Also, if you made it to this point in the video, if you could help me out, continue to grow, like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Say hello down in the comments if you're a new person, and let me know what you'd like to see in the future on this channel. Take care for now, and bye-bye.